welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing great. So in today's video, we are going to learn how you can call a flow on a button's click in Lightning. Okay, so in today's video, we are going to create a flow. We are going to create a button and then we are going to add that button to the page layout of the contact detail page. So whenever a user will click on the contact detail page, the button will show up, and that button's click, our flow will show up and do its magic. Okay, so without any further ado, let's dive straight into it. But before that, if you have not subscribed to this channel, or if you are a first timer here, you are seeing me for the first time on YouTube, please click on the subscribe button below if you like this video. Now without any further ado, let's dive straight into it. Okay, so first of all, we have to create a flow. So let's go to flows. And here we'll click on the new flow button. So let me tell you what are we going to do. We are going to create a flow which will create a case for context, and then we'll add it to a button, and the button will be added to the context detail page. Okay, so in this flow we are just creating a create case flow. Let's select screen flow and next, and freeform and next. I'll be creating the flow quickly because I hope you have seen my previous videos of how to create a record or how to use a screen flow. Okay, so let's drag a screen first. Now on the screen, we are not going to let the user fill the full page form. We are just going to take 2-3 fields which are required for the case to be created. Okay, so it will be a quick process for the user. So let's select text box and take subject in that. Let's select a long text area and say it will be description of the case. And let's select pick list because the status of the case is very important. And let's name it status. And in the values, let's keep it required also. And in the values, we'll add new, working, escalated, and closed. Okay, so these are the only fields that we are going to ask the user to fill up. And let's give this screen a name, create a case, put like that, and click on done. And let's just connect it. Okay, now what we'll do is we'll just drag a create record, and on this we will create case, one record we want to create, and use separate resources and literal values. Object name is case, we want to create case. I hope you all already know how to create a record with this element. If you don't know, I'll tag the previous example so you can learn it by that. Okay, and we'll just add our fields here. So in status, we'll put our status field. For description, we'll add our description field. For subject, we will add subject. And lastly, how this case will be connected to the contact with the contact record ID. Okay, so taking the contact record ID is very simple. If you are adding anything to the details page of any record, you can get the record ID by a simple thing, okay, which I'm going to tell you here. Many of you will know it. So in the contact ID, I'm just going to create a new resource. So what we'll do is, in the details page, there's an ID on the top address bar. We are just going to take that ID. For that ID, you just have to create a variable, and the API name should be record ID. Okay, if you have done this, and the data type will be text available for input, and that's it. You will get the record ID without any hustle, without any work to do. Okay, so just click on done. And let's connect it. So here's our flow. We have just added a screen element in which we have added a subject, description, and status of the case to ask the user. and then with those details we are just creating a case. Okay, so now just save it. Create case for contact, let's say. Okay, click on save and activate it. Okay, now we have created our flow. The second step will be creating a button for the context detail page. Okay, so for that, let's go to object manager and let's go to the contact object because we want to create the button on the contact object. And here you can see buttons, links and actions. Let's go there. Let's click on new action. Okay, so first and the most important thing is action type. So the action type will decide what action will be performed on the button's click. Okay, so as you all know, we want to open up our flow on that button's click. So the action type will be flow. Here it will ask you which flow you want to open up. So create case for contact, our flow, and the label will be create a case. Okay, and just save it. So our second step is also done. Our buttons created on the contact object. Now the last thing what we want to do is we want to add the button to the contact page layout, right? So let's go to the object again. Contact. On contact we have page layouts. And on the contact layout, because we are working with that, so here our button will be in the mobile and lightning action section. You can see the create a case button. You just need to drag this button to the Salesforce and lightning actions here. Okay, so you can see our button is here, right? Just save it. Okay, so this is our detail page, and as you can see we have our create a case button here. Let's just click on it and see if our flow appears. And yes, it does. Here is our flow. Okay, so let's just fill it up and see if it creates a case for this contact. Okay, and the status will be new. Let's save it. Okay, so to check if we have created a case, let's go here and you can see our case. Okay, so this is our case that we have created with our flow. Let's create a new one. Create a case. Case for Monica Ramchandani. Let's save it, save the description. Status will be working and click on next. So the case count will be 4. So here's the case that we have created again. Okay, so this is the example that I wanted to show you how quickly we have created a case with our flow. Okay, so in this we have created a flow to create a case. We have created a button, added it to the contact page layout, and here it is, a quick and simple way for the user to create a case. Very quick and easy with just 3 steps to fill and the case will be created. So that was our motto for this example. I hope you guys liked this video and found this video useful. I'll see you super soon in my next video. Till then, bye, take care and keep learning.